Right now, Fox 5's Crime in the City. Here's what's happening. Police have arrested a Brooklyn woman in the deaths of her 3 children, whose bodies were found on a beach in New York City.
The children's 30-year-old mother was questioned here, Steve, for several hours, but tonight she is undergoing a psychiatric evaluation at a hospital. But we do know the names, police releasing those just a short time ago, of her 3 children who died. What we don't know tonight is how this could have happened.
I feel bad. I feel emotional because I got 2 kids myself. I know how pain is to carry 2 kids.
It's very depressing, very sad day here in Coney Island.
Neighbors of a 30-year-old Coney Island mother who police are now questioning in the deaths of her 3 young children are struggling to grasp what has happened.
It was just very heartbreaking, very sad, and only God knows what happened.
Worried family members started calling 911 just before 2 o'clock Monday morning. Police say relatives were concerned about the safety of 7-year-old Zachary Murdy, 4-year-old Liliana Murdy, and 3-month-old Oliver Bondarov.
The caller indicated that she was concerned that her family member may have harmed her 3 small children.
Police found the children's mother walking along the boardwalk in Coney Island.
So the mother was soaking wet. Whether she had been out in the rain or whether she had been in the water, again, is all speculative at this point. She was wet, she was barefoot, and she was not communicative to the officers.
After a search of the water and the beach, police made the grim discovery, finding the bodies of the 3 little children about 2 miles away from where their mother was seen walking on the shoreline near West 35th and Surf Avenue.
The children are found here. Officers retrieve them from the shoreline, attempt to revive them, which ultimately fails.
The mother was immediately taken into custody for questioning. She was then transferred to the hospital for a psychiatric evaluation.
This is just very traumatizing, very for everybody, very just, unbelievable, unnecessary, uncalled for.
Well, police are conducting autopsies on the 3 children to determine the cause of death. There have been no charges filed as of tonight. As we said, they questioned the 30-year-old mother, and then right now she's in the hospital undergoing a mental health evaluation. They have questioned, though, other friends, neighbors, and relatives trying to figure out if anyone saw anything happen leading up to this.
A man carrying what looked like an assault rifle and wearing a scream mask was among 3 men wanted for robbing a Queens store. It happened Wednesday afternoon on 109th Avenue in Ozone Park. The NYPD says the 3 armed men jumped out of a car and ran into the business. It had several workers and customers inside at the time. They held them up and demanded phones from people in the store and grabbed 2 from customers and 2 from employees. One of the robbers stuffed about $3,000 in cash from the register into a bag. No one was hurt in the incident. The robbers then ran out and escaped in a black Mazda 3 sedan. The New York City Police Department is asking for help finding the men seen in a security video they released. They're described as men in their 20s or 30s with dark complexions. 2 wore dark-colored clothing and dark face masks, and 1 wore a yellow and gray jacket along with the mask. Anyone with information in regard to this incident is asked to call the NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline at 1-800-577-TIPS. Workers at a Burger King in the Bronx stopped a would-be robber from getting away with hundreds of dollars on Tuesday afternoon. The NYPD released a security camera video showing a woman leaping over the counter after placing an order and then tussling with employees. The woman swiped about $250 from a cash register, but then workers grabbed her, New York City police said. The woman then ran off. The incident happened at the Burger King restaurant at 557 Grand Concourse in South Bronx. A disturbing video captures the moment a mugger tackled a victim into a Bronx fruit stand as shocked bystanders watched the attack. The NYPD says it happened last Monday in front of 2301 Jerome Avenue in Fordham Heights. A 42-year-old man was walking up to the sidewalk when the attacker ran up behind him and tackled him into a fruit stand. The mugger then repeatedly punched the victim in the face before grabbing his motorcycle key, helmet, and sneakers. The suspect remains on the loose. And finally, police say a shoplifter attacked a 69-year-old Queens Bodega worker who tried to stop him from leaving with the unpaid items. The NYPD says it happened at a bodega at 21st Street and 40th Avenue in Long Island City. A security video shows the man entering the store at approximately 11 a.m. on Monday, August 8, 2022. He grabbed a few items from the shelf. The store employee who had been watching the man moved towards the exit and blocked the man from walking out the door. Another store worker approached and they appeared to take back the items. The video then showed the shoplifter approach the 69-year-old worker from behind and punch him in the face. The victim fell to the floor, and the attacker started yelling in the store before eventually leaving. Anyone with information in regard to this incident is asked to call the NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline at 1-800-577-TIPS. That's this week's Crime in the City.